This weekend, it's the annual St. Henry Heinrichsdorf Fest in St. Henry, Indiana. Hello and welcome to WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. Thanks for joining me. Joining me in the studio is Josh Meyer. He is the spokesman for the St. Henry Heinrichsdorf Fest. And Josh, welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Well, last year was your sesquicentennial. Big event, many days that went on, the parade and everything, which in St. Henry happens once every 25 years.
Yes, sir.
This year we're back to the regular schedule for the Heinrichsdorf Fest. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And it's going to be held Friday, Saturday?
Yeah, just a 2-day.
What is the biggest highlight of the St. Henry Heinrichsdorf Fest?
I think without a doubt it's the barbecued chicken.
It is without a doubt the barbecue chicken, because you're going to sell out each night.
Yeah, we actually sell a little over 2,000 plates. So
wow.
It's quite a bit of chicken.
And also there is pork chops with that as well. You
Yes.
can do pork chops or chicken.
Pork chops, barbecue chicken, or fried chicken. So.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize. See, I don't. If I go, I'm going to go for the barbecue chicken. It's not the fried chicken, because your barbecue chicken is amazing. Let's talk about that recipe. Is that something that can be disclosed?
No.
No, it's
It's kind of a family secret. Yeah.
Okay, how'd that happen? How'd that start?
That was created way back in the beginning by Floyd Schwinghammer. He's actually my great uncle. Many knew him as Shag, but he actually passed away this past year. So we're kind of excited to be carrying on that recipe, carrying on the tradition. So he passed that down to his kids.
Weren't the creators of that the Grand Marshals?
Yes.
Of the parade last
Yes.
year? Okay,
Yeah.
sesquicentennial?
Yes,
Okay.
they were Grand Marshals.
So we can't talk about the recipe, but we can talk about how good it is. And that's the biggest highlight, but there's music and beer garden and other stands as well, and games for people to play. So let's talk about this Friday is the St. Henry Heinrichsdorf Fest opens, and what's the schedule for this Friday?
We'll actually open and start serving food at 5:30. It's a good idea to get in line early. We don't do pre-orders, and we typically sell out both nights. So
Wow.
It's definitely a good idea to get in line early, and we'll basically serve until we sell out, which typically happens around 8:30 or 9 at the latest. So that's our main serving line, and again, you can get barbecue chicken, pork chops, fried chicken with all the trimmings. And a couple years ago, we actually opened up the CK of A so you can eat inside if it's pretty hot outside or the weather's not very favorable.
Or you can eat outside picnic tables, or what a lot of people do is they get it to go.
Yeah, a lot of people get it to go. So there's plenty of seating, plenty of free parking. So none of that should be an issue for anybody wanting to come out and join us.
Well, where do you park in St. Henry?
Anywhere. There's a lot of parking behind the CK of A, in and around the softball field, and then over by the church as well. So it's all within walking distance.
Okay, so we've talked enough about the chicken. We better move on to the other events that go on. What else happens on Friday night?
Mainly the kids' games to keep them busy and burning off energy. We've got a lot of local organizations that sort of sponsor those. Our 4-H club has a dunking booth, and the fire department has a ring toss, and there's going to be a bounce house. So there's a lot of stuff for the kids. And then we'll also have the hiding, which will be our main attraction as far as live entertainment goes. And they'll start at 7 p.m. and they'll play till midnight. So they'll actually be there Friday and Saturday night.
And they're not in the beer garden, are they?
No.
So they're really, if you want to bring your kids or you're under 21, there's a place for you. That's where the band is. Then the beer garden's on the side.
Exactly. Yeah,
Okay.
the family room, as we call it, is the main area out in front of the CK of A. And you can take your food out there, you can go get a beer, and then you can sit and listen to all the music. So it works out pretty well.
Okay, and that's Friday. Now Saturday, the Heinrichsdorf Fest continues.
Yes, and something we're kind of carrying from last year at the sesquicentennial, since it was such a popular hit, is the fun run and walk, which starts at 8, and it's a 4.1 mile course. And we've got the county roads blocked and everything, so it's family friendly. We have as many walkers as we do runners, so that'll kind of kick things off on Saturday. And then at 1 o'clock, I believe, the registration for
the WBDC Cornhole Tournament of Champions. The first place. That's the first place we go at St. Henry. Throwings at 2, registrations at 1.
Yes. So that'll kind of be occupying the afternoon, and then we'll start the food line, start the serving a little earlier. It'll begin at 5 on Saturday, and again, until we sell out. So it's a good idea to get there early.
What time does the line start forming for the chicken? See, here we go back to the chicken again. St. Henry chicken. What time does that start forming?
There's typically people in line, about an hour before.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, and then the hiding will begin at 7 o'clock again, and
kids games and all of that will be going on.
Yeah.
Do you serve more chicken on? I can't get away from the chicken. Do you serve more chicken on Friday or on Saturday?
On Saturday, yeah.
Saturday's the big day.
Definitely
Okay.
Saturday.
Now, the one thing about the St. Henry Heinrichsdorf Fest, it really is the first one of the season, the first fest of the season, and it's a good old-fashioned get-together sort of fest.
Yeah.
What do you think makes the St. Henry Heinrichsdorf Fest so special?
Well, I think it's, largely in part the community. Everybody is involved with, setting it up. This whole week is spent setting it up and making it happen. And the fact that it is the first one, I think, plays a big part. Everybody's excited to get out and kick the summer off, and the food's great. The atmosphere's great. It's friendly. So as long as we have good weather, it's typically a pretty big hit.
We'll have great weather.
Yeah.
Now, St. Henry's not necessarily right there in the middle of a highway someplace. St. Henry, you got to get to one of two ways. Well, I guess there's really 4 ways to get to it. Talk about the ways to get to St. Henry.
You can come through Ferdinand and turn on 3rd Street and head west. Mm-hmm. You can come off of 231 and head east. It's 1100 South is the county road. You can come from Mariah Hill or Huntingburg, I guess.
Yeah, I guess there's a county road that comes there as well.
Yeah.
Okay. And then once you get to St. Henry, it's really not that hard to find the Heinrichsdorf Fest, is it? You just follow the crowds.
No, it engulfs the entire community. So, if you find St. Henry, and we've got signs posted on 231 and in Ferdinand to kind of direct people that way, but you can't miss it if you come through town on Friday or Saturday this weekend.
Now, a lot of times fests are set up in communities to lead up to a sesquicentennial or something like that. Yours really is not the case. Yours happens every year at this weekend. This is a later weekend than normal, isn't it?
No, it falls later in June. It's always the second Friday and Saturday. Not necessarily the second weekend, but...
Second Friday, Saturday.
Friday, Saturday, yeah.
Okay.
So it is a little later, I guess, but it's always the second Friday and Saturday. So...
Now, this fest, do you know what the year is? What year this is?
This is the 51st.
51st, okay.
Yeah, it actually began on the town's 100th anniversary, and they've been continuing it ever since. And going back to the chicken, that recipe's been carried through. That's been the one constant that's been kept people coming. So, like I said, we're excited to be carrying that on. But
not that I just keep going to this chicken, but I can't get away from it. When do you start cooking the chicken?
They'll actually start seasoning chickens Thursday night, and then that is an all-day event. There's an entirely separate crew out at the community club. We've got a barbecue pit that's probably 50, 60 feet long.
Wow.
And they load it up earlier in the afternoon, and they have it. I mean, it goes straight from the barbecue pit, from the grill to the serving line. So.
And now Saturday you start all over again.
Yep.
All right. Now this fest is there is money obviously raised. What's the money used for?
It's primarily used by the community club to fund a lot of community improvement projects, as well as activities throughout the year. We do a lot of things for the kids in the community. We do Easter egg hunt, sponsor a costume party. We even bring Santa Claus in December, so they get to meet with him. But aside from that, upkeep and improvements at the community club itself. So
the community club's a nice little place, nice playground, nice lake.
Yeah, building, recreation building. So yeah.
Now, why aren't you holding the Heinrichsdorf Fest there? And why? Because you want to be in downtown St. Henry.
Downtown, yeah. As hard as St. Henry is to find, the community club's even a little more difficult to find. So, yeah, we actually rent the CK of A so we can be located right in the middle of town, and parking and logistics are a little better there. So.
All right. Well, Josh, we hope a lot of people show up at St. Henry.
Thank you.
It's this weekend. It's the St. Henry Heinrichsdorf Fest. Our guest has been the spokesman for the St. Henry Heinrichsdorf Fest, Josh Meyer. We hope to see you in St. Henry. I'll be there, I know for sure, on Saturday as it's the Cornhole Tournament of Champions starts for WBDC at 1 with registration at that event. But get in line early for that chicken, and I can't get away from that chicken, but Friday and Saturday night, and then enjoy the beer garden and the community area where the Hiding will be playing at St. Henry. Thank you for watching WJTS Inform. We are local people watching local people.